At the Urban League of Essex County, our why flows from a belief that every person deserves equal access to the resources they need to reach their full potential. Here we shine a light on the strength of those who are part of that work and with whom we share this mission of building a stronger and more inclusive community. Be a part of our why.
My name is Kimora Hopkins, and I've been working with the Urban League a little over a year now. A little bit about my childhood, it was pretty rough. From being honest, everybody in my house, it wasn't a close family. It was pretty much everyone for themselves. So, I'm different from everyone in my household, and if my family needs help, I'm going to help them. And I ended myself up in a situation where I had to serve some time in jail. I was facing 5 years prison time, and I was given 5 years probation, and that's where the Urban League stepped in. I entered the Urban League Youth Reentry program. They stepped in to help me stay on top of everything for school and getting out of legal trouble, and basically just being a cover for me, being someone who's going to be there and support me, having everyone in the program be just supportive of everything that I'm going through while I'm facing the legal trouble and still working towards becoming an educated young woman and a great mom to my daughters. We want regular lives, we want a regular family, we want to be able to have a steady foundation, we want to be able to have a good future, we want our children to have a good future, we just don't know how to do it. That's where the Urban League comes in. They are the foundation. There's someone there, there's someone supporting you, there's someone, hey, reminding you, get up, you gotta do this, you have to do that, helping you stay on top of your game so you don't fall behind on the tasks that you need to complete. Gave me a voucher to dress the right way, gave me food when I needed it. It doesn't matter, you guys never judged me. You guys have always been a safe haven. You guys have always supported me. And I thank you guys all from the bottom of my heart. I just want to say thank you to Mr. Hill. I just want to say thank you to the Urban League, because there are people out here whose lives you guys have definitely touched. And you guys have touched my life personally. You touched my children. You touched my life. Because there's been many times when I could have took 10 steps back, and I really didn't, because I just had that one conversation with you.
Hi, my name is Danelle Hill. I work for the Urban League of Essex County, and I am the program director for the Urban Youth Reentry program. The Urban League's mission, when I finally got to this position in my life and my career, matched what my attitude was. My attitude was about empowering the rest of the people I've seen, right, and my socioeconomic status of poverty and being, struggling and dealing with, constant degradation by a system that wasn't there for them. People come home from jail after they maxed out. There's nothing there for them, right? There's nobody saying, hey, there's a job, here's some money. They're on their own. My first interaction with her was her letting me know how valuable her time was. The first word spoken to me was, I'm not going to be in this program unless you guys plan on helping me. And I'll know that very quickly. And we set the tone right away with her, meeting her expectation of need. Where do you need us at? How can we help you? And we were there, and we've never lost it. We've been consistent. And I think that is where the fire comes from people like us, where it's like, there's always that need. Who's going to step up and do that job?
My name is Shenique Presley, and I live in Newark, New Jersey. I became homeless during the pandemic. I lost my Section 8 here in Newark. I was parked outside of 479 South 14th Street. I was sleeping in my car. That's how I met Mr. Ali. He came outside and knocked on my window. He said, "Are you homeless?" And I said, "I don't call it homeless, I just call it displaced." He said, "I'm gonna talk to some people." Then presented an application. Once I got used to it, It didn't really bother me to sleep in my car. Yeah, I cried myself to sleep every day. I filled the application out and gave it back to him. I can't be sleeping in no car. Then I was told to come into the Urban League with all my documents. And I was so excited, but I was still proud of myself because I accomplished something that I thought I never would accomplish because I had been displaced for 4 years. So then I met Mr. Curtis and he was just giving me information that I really wanted to hear. And we talked. He was going to do everything in his willpower to get me in this apartment that I didn't know. I just had faith in myself, like, I'm gonna get this. I'm really gonna get this apartment and make my kids proud. I just want to thank the Urban League for giving us a fighting chance for our new home.
My name is Curtis McDaniel. I am a real estate development manager for the Urban League Essex County. So as a real estate development and housing manager, my responsibility is to assist with any development projects that we have, anything real estate related. So that's in terms of financing, marketing, finding new property, acquiring, but also a program that we just came out with is having housing for the homeless and also for ex-felons. I actually heard about Shenique. I'm in the military, so when I came back home, I found out, that Shenique had came and that she was actually living on this block. And I remember that before I left, I always used to see this blue car on the block, but it was kind of like in a distance. And so my boss was like, hey, we have this woman who's living on the same block as our rental property, and she's homeless, and she has a daughter and a son, and the daughter is staying in the house next door, and she's sleeping in the car. The program that we have is only for ex-felons, but she's homeless. He was like, well, we got to make it work.
My name is Isaiah Kinney. I've been with the Urban League for a little over 8 months. I'm in the senior program. They've been with me all the way. So I grew up in Newark, New Jersey. I grew up in a place called Scudder Home Projects, West Kinney and Howard. And I come from a family of 8. Both my parents were in the household. I had a pretty good childhood. My life took a nasty turn. I started using drugs, alcohol. I got into some robberies, stolen vehicles, and then eventually I got into an aggravated assault that led to a 16-and-a-half-year prison sentence. Well, as I was serving my time and as I was in college, I saw the flyer for the Urban League where they had a reentry program. And so, after having been clean from my drug addiction for so long, and I wanted to come back to the community and help people become clean as well. But I came to the Urban League and I sat down with them. We had a lengthy interview. I told them what I really wanted to do. They helped me. They really, really helped me. And they're helping me even right now. And they're with me through this journey. I would like to thank the Urban League for taking a chance on me, for trusting me. If it wasn't for the Urban League, I don't know where I would be at or what I would be doing.
My name is Teresa Howard. I work for the Urban League of Essex County. I am in charge of the Urban Seniors Jobs Program. I met Isaiah probably almost a year ago. He was so excited when I first met him. He just had so much, he was so full of energy. And he said, Miss Howard, here's my story, and this is what I need, and this is where I'm going. He's currently attending college. He's also taken a Spanish course. He wants to become a counselor. He's also training at the YMCA, and he's also training at the Maryland Center.
Kimora Hopkins.
Shenique.
Isaiah Kinney.
This is
Are
my
my
why.
why.